All right, let's get right into it with AEW. AEW. You gotta say it like how MJF said it. AEW Grand Slam here. We started off with a big match right away. Let me get to my notes. Chris Jericho versus Claudio Castagnoli for the Ring of Honor World Title. This was like kind of out of nowhere, but I kind of liked. Like, I don't ever think I ever saw Jericho and Cesaro go at it. So this is a very, very good match. I like this match. I think Jericho's been putting on really, really good performances. His match with Bryan, Mr. Danielson over there last time, I thought was better than their pay-per-view one. That was a great, great, great match. But Jericho slaps Cesaro. I'm just going to call him Cesaro, okay? I like the name Cesaro more. Jericho slaps Cesaro, and then he goes nuts with the uppercut party over there. Cesaro hits a big running Yakuza kick while Jericho's draped on the rope. Takes him out there. They fight it out on the outside for a little bit. Catching Swiss Death on Jericho already for a near fall. Jericho does that superplex to the floor from the apron that he keeps doing. Oh, that shit looks rough every time. Looks very painful. Top rope Ricola Bomb reversed into a Frankensteiner by Jericho for another near fall. Another Swiss Death. Cesaro with the Bryan elbows. Locks in the sharpshooter. Cesaro ends up powering up Jericho and hit him with the sit-down Ricola Bomb for a near fall. Jericho completely kicked out of the Ricola Bomb. I did not see that coming. I feel like that move's been pretty much protected since he came over. Jericho with the catching Codebreaker while he goes for his springboard European uppercut for a near fall. That was awesome. While Jericho locked in, Cesaro starts doing the Bryan head stomps. Gets a good couple of rotations on the swing. Then hits a big clothesline, a big discus clothesline for a near fall for Brody. The whole time Jericho's trying to cause shenanigans, he low blows and then hits the Judas effect. And I can say that Chris Jericho in 2022 is the Ring of Honor champion. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, if Jericho can somehow get a fucking TNA run out of it and win the TNA champion, I think Jericho will be on a league of his fucking own. It'll be insane. Like that, the Ring of Honor World Champion. But there was a good ass match. I can see why basically this is going to be exactly what Jericho did for AEW in the beginning. Whatever project they have for Ring of Honor coming, Jericho is going to be like the one to kind of put his stamp on it. Sucks. I feel like Cesaro was having really good matches with people like Takeshita and all the people he was having, like Dax, and he was having good ass Ring of Honor World title. It felt like the TV title more than the TNT title because you don't see that anymore. But it sucks. But I'm all for it. It was a really good match, so I can't really complain. Swerve in Our Glory versus The Acclaim for the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Swerve brings out fucking Fabulous out here, fucking Fabulous. I was like, oh man, I haven't seen Fabulous in forever. Then DJ Who Kid comes out with The Acclaim. I'm just like, yo, what Def Jam game did I step into? Well, we started off Keith Lee with a running hurricanrana. That will never not be impressive. It sucks that Keith Lee to me is just so fucking mid right now. It's like, I love this dude in NXT, but he's missing something. He's really missing something. There's a couple people like that. Like, they went to AEW and they're missing something. I would definitely say Keith Lee's like high up there and a guy that just needs a little bit of extra of something. I just don't know what it is. Adam Cole's the same way too. I have not found one thing Adam Cole has done so far other than the hardcore match he had with Hangman on Rampage. Rampage, baby. That's about it. I have not liked anything Adam Cole has done either. And it's weird because it's like in NXT they fucking ran the shit. You know what I'm saying? They ran business out there. So hopefully one day I can get back into them. Right now they're just so mid. But we get like I said, he hits a nice, beautiful running hurricanrana. Max Caster with a big superplex on Keith Lee. No working up to it either. He just suplexed him in the beginning of the match. I thought that was kind of dumb. You know, you kind of work. You got to make him work for it. You know what I mean? Like he just suplex. That's it. Bowens with a super kick, chop combo on Lee. Swerve with the house call kick on Bowens for a near fall. Bowens with the buckle bomb to Swerve, one-handed buckle bomb. Lee with a toss to the ramp to Bowens, tosses him all the way to the outside. Swerve hits Lee with the boombox by mistake, because Swerve was trying to cheat. Swerve is the one that is clearly turning heel here. Top rope blockbuster by Lee. To Lee by Bowens. Swerve and Lee mess up this weird spot. I don't know what was supposed to happen. It looked like he was trying to like do a tag team version of the pants, but it did not work out. Swerve with a springboard 450 on the outside, and he doesn't like, when you land the 450, you hit him with like the chest, stomach area. Swerve hits him with both his knees. That looked scary as fuck, bro. Billy Gunn hits the Famouser on the outside to Swerve, who's talking all that shit to big old daddy ass. Swerve then gets hit with the mic drop and brand new tag team champions. It's about damn time. This Swerve in Our Glory thing needs to end. They have good ass matches, but to me, the team is just so fucking meh. Like, Swerve is just... I'm telling you, if I had a company, Swerve would be on my top 5. People would laugh at me, even if I had Bryan and Jericho and all that stuff. Swerve would be on my top 5. The guy can talk, the guy can go. He has a great fucking moveset. He's got good, he's got a good vibe. He's just a really, really talented dude. Ever since Killshot, man, I'm telling you, that guy has always been like, that guy's really fucking good. Lee just needs to find that second gear, honestly. Like, he just needs something. I don't know what it is. Because he's, like, Keith Lee's fucking great, but I don't know. But, well-deserved to the Acclaim. They should have won it at the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view match was so much better. This was good, but not to the level of that pay-per-view match. That pay-per-view match was crazy with the near falls, bro. Like, it was cool to see them win it in New York, but you can't be WCW. Do the shit at the pay-per-view. That's what we pay money for. Wheeler Yuta is out for a promo, and I started, like, wincing. I'm like, oh, no. Such a good wrestler, but god damn, has the charisma of a dead sponge. And I don't know what Tony Khan was thinking. You send one of your worst promo guys out there with the king of promos, MJF. MJF doesn't even let him get a word in. Calls him mid. Yuta calls him human garbage and says his new wife is going to leave him. MJF calls them the Blackpool Cold Club. Oh my god, he's coming at freaking Daniel Bryan so hard, saying all you can learn from him is how to be injury prone and turn your brain into mush. I'm like, oh my god. He calls fucking Regal a pill popper. MJF is going sick. I miss this dude so much. I'm so happy he's back. They brawl it out. W. Morrissey comes out, my boy. Chokes out Yuta, and then they hit him with the ring bell in the face. I don't mind MJF feuding with Yuta. That poor kid. That poor kid is gonna get destroyed. Just keep him away from the mic. You gotta do the Paul Heyman strategy. Yuta is a very, very good wrestler. Don't give this man a live mic against MJF. You're just asking for it, dude. We get another good match here. Orange Cassidy versus Pac, the bastard over here. I'm so glad ever since Pac has won this fucking All-Atlantic Championship, they have made this dude seem... Remember when he first came to AEW and he mollywopped Kenny and he mollywopped Hangman? He killed everyone's favorites, and I'm like... And everyone was so mad. They were like, what is Pac beating every... Pac is fucking great. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world, and that's facts. But this is a good match here. I love the chemistry between these two guys. If Pac is getting really pissed at Orange Cassidy, Orange is going right at it. Pac is just getting more and more pissed off. He hits a Spaceman plancha right away. Basically, he hit the Spaceman plancha, and Orange Cassidy just pulled a Miz and did not catch him. Like, this man legit hit fucking... Like, he hit him a little bit, and then that's it. He did not help him. Pac is whooping this man's ass. We had a deadlift German by Pac. Stun Dog Millionaire Orange tries to make a little bit of a comeback. Hits a top rope DDT for a near fall. Tornado DDT for a near fall. Orange Cassidy has legit the second best tornado DDT I've ever seen. So good. Pac, like I said, Pac and RVD have the greatest sells to a DDT I've ever seen. Pac just fucking looks like he breaks his own neck. It's crazy. Orange Punch. Pac touches the rope to get out of there. Pac uses the ring bell hammer on Orange's head. That was I like the way he did it too. He tucked it in between his knuckles. So I like the way that Pac was insulting him, saying you're a piece of shit, you suck. But he had to cheat to beat Orange Cassidy. I thought that was pretty good storytelling. Like I said, I am not the biggest fan of Tony Khan's storytelling sometimes, but I definitely enjoyed that. We get Britt Baker versus Toni Storm versus Serena Dweeb versus Athena. 4-way for the AEW Women's title. Hopefully we are just working to fucking Jamie Hayter winning the damn title. Please strap this woman up. I love Toni Storm. I think she's having a really good run, better than fucking Thunder Rosa. That shit sucked ass. And it's a shame because I like Thunder Rosa, but her title run sucked butt. So we got a 4-way here. Serena is doing this cool... Serena was the star of this fucking match, by the way. I'm so glad they're doing Serena and Toni one-on-one tonight for the women's title. Serena is doing all this cool... She does like this weird double roll-up thing I've never seen before where she knocks both their legs over. Then she did a double submission. And then like she had a death lock on while hitting a Northern Lights suplex. Serena was going ham in this match. Tower suplex spot by all the women, usual 4-way, 3-way shit. Toni and Dweeb both have submissions on the other girls, but they're both having a slap fight while they have their own personal submissions on. I thought it was cool. They're all fighting while they're still holding on, slapping the crap out of each other. Serena with a twist, a shout for a near fall. Big Tanahashi fan. She, like I said, she was the highlight of this match. Double fall away slam by Athena. That's very strong of her, but it scares me every time I see her leg. I think it's going to explode. But this was the worst part of it. So Britt was behind her, Samoan drop style. I think Serena Dweeb was in front, fall away, slam style. She slammed both of them, and then she basically squished Britt's face with her ass. Like legit, just blah, squish. And as soon as I said that, I'm like, oh, she's done. Britt's nose explodes. She's bleeding all over the place. It's Britt's bad luck. Toni rolls up Britt for the win. I'm so glad she took the pin. She needs to be taking more pins. She likes to bury the women's division a lot, just with her words. Jamie Hayter comes out and ends up helping Britt. And then Paige here, Saraya. I'm going to say Saraya. Paige debuts. Apparently 3-year contract, and she is going to wrestle. I don't know how this is happening, or like I said, because I know she's had a very tough time getting cleared. But I don't think she's even 30 yet, dude. That's the crazy thing about Paige. She's not even 30 yet, and she's had 5 years now, which is insane to heal. So, like I said, look at Sting, my boy, fucking going nuts. Sting, Edge, Bryan, everyone's come back, so I don't see why Paige can. So, big reaction here, too. So, hopefully they follow up. Like I said, they definitely got to let Paige talk. Paige is a very good, underrated promo. So, you put her in there with Britt and everything, she can show how it's done. If not, man, if she can't really wrestle that much, just let her be Jamie Hayter's mouthpiece, and we got business. Jon Moxley versus Bryan Danielson for the AEW World Title here. Bryan is murdering. I swear to God, I just love the fucking violence that Bryan brings to his matches. He starts beating the shit out of Jon Moxley. Everybody's trying to fight back, and he's just getting the shit beat out of him. Bryan is just tanking his strikes. Moxley can't do fucking anything to hurt this guy. Bryan is slapping the fuck out of Moxley, telling him to bring it. Moxley's fucking chest is already made out of meatball. Bryan is just whooping his ass. Bryan with a flying knee on the outside, and with a beautiful German on the apron. That was nasty. Hits a Bukkake knee on Moxley. Mox catches Bryan with a power bomb in the midair. That was really cool for a near fall. Mox with a leg lock, half Nelson suplex. I like when they do that. Asuka does that with a German. Top rope back suplex by Bryan for a near fall. Moxley ends up locking into the bell lock, but fucking duh. Bryan again, he reverses out of the label lock and he ties his knees together. He just starts raining fucking knee strikes, man. I love this guy. Locks in cattle mutilation, hits the Bryan elbows, because the Blackpool Combat Club is just a fucking tribute band to Daniel Bryan, even though he's not dead. Bryan kicks his fucking head in. Mox no-sells it into the King Kong lariat for a near fall. Bryan with another Bukkake knee for another near fall. Moxley kicks out, but then Moxley wants more strikes. Freaking Bryan starts peppering him with some kicks. Moxley reverses, curve stomp, Death Rider. Bryan kicks out. I thought for sure that was it. I love when Moxley uses a curve stomp. I think that's really cool. I wouldn't mind him even using the spear sometimes. That would be kind of cool. Bryan stomps his fucking head in, locks into the bell lock. Mox with another Death Rider on the stage, rolls him in the ring. Bryan kicks out again. Mox ends up jumping on top of Bryan and chokes him out for the third time. 3-time AEW World Champion Jon Moxley. Like I said, Moxley's been having a very good run. I know a lot of people hate Moxley. The whole bleeding thing is annoying. But you can't deny this dude has been putting in the work. Especially, go watch Moxley in New Japan, bro. Like, this guy is a different human being in that company. He's so fucking good. His promos are even better over there. Like, go see the promo he cut after beating El Desperado at fucking Music City Mayhem. This guy is good. I just really didn't think he had to win the title again. It was set up perfectly, Bryan, because every opponent Bryan lost to was in the tournament, and he beat Jericho, he beat Hangman. All he had to do was beat Moxley. Bryan eats too many wins, and I don't understand. Dude, you have the greatest wrestler in the fucking world right now, and this dude's just eating pins. Like, why? Like, it's that whole, I hate when they do the, oh, he's Teflon, he can eat as many pins as he wants, he's a made man. Nope, you still need credibility. It's like, fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, Tanahashi does the perfect, like, or Tanahashi goes in a match, you don't know who's going to win, it's 50-50. But Tanahashi has put so many people over, where you could be like, I can see Tanahashi losing to this guy, but he still doesn't lose credibility if he does, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he kicked out the Death Riders and all that shit, but that doesn't mean anything to me. That's just making the Death Rider look weak, which they did with CM Punk. Because that man should never be kicking out anything, but I don't know. I just don't like Bryan losing a lot. I think it's kind of stupid. It devalues him, and legit, he is the best wrestler in the world. You can fight it out between him and Will Ospreay, but they're the best wrestlers in the world. But that is Grand Slam.